This story reminds me a lot when me and my brother were growing up, and how my brother's name was Jacob, and he is a year younger than me. So I was the first one to get my license. So I had to drive him everywhere. I had to drive him to tennis practice, I had to drive him to school, I had to drive him everywhere. But when the time come when he got his license, it took him a little longer than I did, but he finally got it. We had a problem because my mom and my dad both worked, so they had their own cards, but I had my car. So we had one car for both of us to drive in. If you know anything about brothers, they don't really get along all the time. So whenever he wanted the car, I always had it. And whenever I wanted the car, he always had it. So we fought about that 24/7. I mean, at home we would get in like almost like freaking MMA boxing just because we wanted the car. So I was the other one. I was working. I umpire and officiate high school and college. So I was the one that was bringing in the money. So my parents told me I had to buy the car. What's personally was I didn't think that was fair, because he could have worked, he could have earned the money, but he just refused to work. All he wanted to do was play sports and go hang out with his friends. But I mean, I was working my butt off. I always had money. I paid for everything for me. So when I bought it, it was a 2017 Chevy Malibu. And it was nice. It was a nice car. And the problem was, the car that my parents had given me, it was kind of a crappy car, kind of an old shitter. And he always wanted to drive my car, because it was nicer than his. So one day my parents came in and they talked to us and they said, we want you to do one thing a week together to build our relationship. And sometimes we went out to eat. Sometimes we one time we went to an Indians game. And by doing that, we built our relationship. And after doing all this, we have a great relationship. And this book really, this story really reminds me of this, of how the car, and about how one of the brothers had to buy the new car. And he was a hard-working man, and I tried to be that every day.